That's okay. We can edit all this right now.
Okay. Now we have 5 minutes. Do you want to ask it again? Or?
Okay. So, is there a difference in the health care plan that Mitt Romney put in place in Massachusetts and the health care plan Obama put in place for all Americans?
There are a number of differences between the Affordable Care Act, which we passed in Congress, and Mitt Romney's plan in Massachusetts, but the fundamental structure of the two plans is the same. Everybody has to have insurance. There's a requirement that people have insurance, and there's a network of subsidization of the premiums so that people who can't afford the insurance have an ability to get it.
Okay. So, I'm going to go on to my next question. If the Supreme Court decides that the mandate is not constitutional, what will that do to Obama's plan?
The plan can survive without the individual mandate. The problem is that many insurance companies will probably then try to have it eliminated. But many of the features of the Affordable Care Act do not depend on the individual mandate, particularly the reforms to Medicare, the ending of many of the discriminatory activities that now involve with insurance, and things like allowing people to stay on their parents' insurance policy until they're 26, and not allowing people to be discriminated against because they have a pre-existing condition. So many of the reforms will survive.
Okay. This is going to be my third question. The website, the Children's Defense Fund, says that there are over 100,000 kids without health care in Kentucky. What will Obama's act do to help Kentucky's children?
Well, one of the things it does is it expands Medicaid, and most of Medicaid is spent on women and their children. So there'll be many of those uninsured kids will be covered by the expansion of Medicaid. And then many families who are making money can't qualify for Medicaid but don't have enough to afford private insurance will get a subsidy to help them insure their families, so children will be able to be insured that way.
Right. Okay. What do you like about the Affordable Health Care Act, and if anything, what don't you like?
Well, I like the fact that it enables everybody to have coverage. It protects everybody from going bankrupt and losing their home and all of their money because of an illness or an accident. It helps to bring down costs of health care over a long period of time and saves the country money. So all those things are good, and many of the individual provisions are good. I think the thing that I don't like is that it's a very complicated plan, and it's very hard for many people to understand how it will affect them and their families.
And this is my last question. What can kids in Kentucky like me do to help make sure that people who are sick get the help they need?
Well, you can help educate people about, as you're doing, about the benefits of the Affordable Care Act. And particularly for people like you, when you, for instance, get out of college or want to go out and go to graduate school, you want to start your own business or so forth, the Affordable Care Act will make sure that you don't have to worry about insurance when you're trying to do these things that to advance your careers and your career goals. So I think the thing that you can do most is talk about what's in the Affordable Care Act and help your parents understand it.
Okay, well, thank you for letting me interview you.
Well, you're very welcome. Thank you for those great questions.